Howdy everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're starting another project. I know, why do I need another project, you know? But granted, this one should be somewhat quick, but also kind of long. You know, famous last words. But anyhow, you all know, those who've been around the channel for a little while, this flatbed we built for the dually. Anyhow, this is coming back off the truck because I may have it sold to a friend of mine. So anyhow, it's coming off the truck. We're going to do some modifications to it as far as suspension wise. I mean, we modify everything else. So those who follow my Instagram, you may or may not know what's going on. But anyhow, we're going to be doing some testing more or less with this truck. I mean, not really testing, but we're going to be trying some different things out with suspension wise in this truck. And also, I'll show you guys more of the parts here in a minute. But anyhow, we're going to try to get this thing unbolted. I'm pretty sure I just hardwired all the wires underneath, so we have to just snip the wires and disconnect the fuel lines, stuff like that. When I got this truck from a friend of mine, I put a what do you call that? External? No, I put a auxiliary transmission cooler on this truck. Yeah. Well, I was having a hard time there. Put an auxiliary transmission cooler on the truck, so it's bolted up under the frame. Also, this truck had some helper bags in it, so the air supply is over here. Gonna have to take that off. It's kind of bolted to the bed as well. So, got a couple things to undo, but then we're gonna try to get this bed off here and just get it set it aside for now. Like I said, I think I got a friend who might be interested in this, but I have other plans for this truck. We'll go over those in a little bit. But first off, we're gonna, like I said, try to get this thing yanked off here and see what happens tonight. Alright, so I've got everything disconnected. Like I said, these everything from the truck was hardwired in before, so I just had to cut away what I could. But all that's free. Over here, the air management stuff that we are going to be reusing should be all free from the bed, and then over here as well. I've got the trans cooler not disconnected, but it's off the bed now, so everything should be ready to go, should be ready to lift off. I'm gonna leave this on it for right now. I disconnected the antenna over there for the CB, so everything should be ready to go. Gonna get it strapped up to the gantry here and see if we can't lift this thing off of here and then pull the truck away, and then we'll talk more about what we're gonna do here. So let me try to explain here. So I thought the camera was on when I took the bed out of here, but obviously it wasn't. So anyhow, bed's gone, truck's backed in here. Now I'm gonna try to explain what's going on. So obviously this is my auxiliary trans cooler that was mounted up under the bed. Like I said, over there was all the air suspension, not air suspension, but the air helper bag, compressor and stuff. All right, so plans for this truck are gonna be my next welding rig. It's a 2-wheel drive. It's got almost 300,000 miles on it. It's beat up, you know, kind of what I want in a welding rig, you know, therefore I'm not so much, I don't care about it as much. I mean, I still care about this truck and everything, but as you can see, it's already been beat up pretty good and all that. So body-wise, I'm not worried about that. But what I want to experiment with is, obviously we got airbags going on that, you know, front and rear. But what I want to do is experiment more so on this. But whereas, as you see, you know, on the second gen project, the bag is directly over the axle. Now here, I could, you know, notch out some of this frame and put it over the axle, but what I think I want to do is put it behind the axle, because I have a lot of travel. There's like a lot of travel in this bag. I think it's like, what was it, like 5 to 15 inches is the travel in those bags. So what I want to try to get, I don't need the travel, but I want to try to get, you know, I don't want them to be just smushed down so much that they're not doing much. So what I want to do is I'm going to try to put them behind the axle. Now, let me, hang on a second. I went and picked up actually 2 more kits, but more on that later. But 2 more 4-link kits from Infamous Fab. This here's the, you know, parallel bracket welds on the frame. But I picked up 2 more kits. Like I said, Infamous Metal Fab, check them out. That's what's on the second gen over there. That's the kit we used on that. So I know it's put together well. You know, I think it's going to hold up good. But I was a little skeptical because, like I said, I want to get these bags behind the axle. That way it gives us a, you know, more of like a semi-truck look, you know, if you will. All their bags are usually behind the axle. But anyhow, what we have to overcome, what I've talked with Keith at Infamous Fab. You can call him up, good dude. I talked to him about, you know, what I wanted to do and stuff like that, and he didn't really see an issue with putting the bag behind the axle. My main concern was that, you know, obviously putting the bag, you know, if you got your axle here, if you put the bag behind the axle, you got extra, you know, downforce every, you know, more wrap on the axle, if you will. So he said, you know, I talked to him about what I want to do, and he said he didn't think I'd have a problem. He said he has people that run bags behind the axles all the time, and they ain't had an issue. So that's the plan anyway. This is not going to take place right now, but very shortly I am going to turn this into my welding rig 2.0. Now, we have a lot to talk about in the near future here, as far as maybe not paint, but maybe Raptor liner the whole truck. That's an option. I'm going to be building a new welding bed specifically for this truck. Well, not specifically, but you know, to fit this truck, because my other bed is a short bed. This is a long bed. But the reason I wanted to do this is to experiment with, you know, experiment a little more with the 4-link kit and do all that. You know, I still have my other truck for now. You know, still have the rig. If this gets done, I put everything over. I don't like it. You know, I can just transfer back to that or whatever I need to do. So I don't, like I said, this is more of a experiment for me, and seeing what will work and what won't. But what we're gonna do, I got like 32-inch bars for here. So basically, where this mounts is where the other mount will go. So we'll end up cutting all this off. Gonna have to relocate shocks, at least one of them. You know, that one there is not gonna do anything, but I probably do kind of the same thing I did on the second gen. You know, brace them back here on an angle. Probably end up doing something like that. And then obviously we'll need a panhard bar in here somewhere. So we got a lot of work to do, but it's not out of reach as far as you know, this can be done in a reasonable amount of time and get it back on the road and get it driving. So also I've been having some issues when the truck gets like below a quarter tank. I'm having some power issues. Like it doesn't want to, for whatever reason, it doesn't want to have the go-go juice it needs. So if you know, cover up that. If you know who this is, Mr. Michael Garofalo, Mikey G, from Greg A's channel. You know where that came from. Awesome dude. Called him up, said, hey, I got this problem. He told me, you know, let's try this first. So I got the air dog. I got a sump already in the shop, and I got a fleece fuel filter delete. I'll show you that real quick. Kinda, but that deletes your factory fuel filter underneath the hood of the truck. But anyhow, that's the plan. Like I said, we're not going to be in a rush to get this done, but whenever I do decide to do this, you know, I got you see old buddy way over there. Old buddy's been ripping up and down the road, so you know I'm okay now with tearing this truck down. You know, I have a spare truck that, you know, if something happens, you know, I got that to work with. But anyhow, this is the plan. Like I said, whenever I do decide to tackle this, I'm going to try to do it all within at least a couple days, because I'm not changing axle location or nothing like that. So what I'm basically going to do before I go and cut anything off, you know, I'm going to get rid of all the unnecessary parts, but I'm going to weld a support to where, you know, brace the axle to the frame or something where it can't move side to side or nothing. That and then we can get all our fab work done. That way we won't have to get an alignment or anything like that on it. It'll just be, you know, take old parts off, put new stuff on, then cut the braces off, and it'll be the same everything. We're just changing out. You know, we're gonna put bags under it instead of springs. So that's the plan for this truck. I'm not sure what else I'm going to talk about right now, but like I said, this is more or less just a intro to the video. Intro to the project. Like I said, it'll take a couple weeks for me maybe to get back to this, but I just want to let you guys in on kind of what we're doing. Tonight maybe I might just pull off some of the unnecessary stuff, like I might go ahead and pull the bags out, the shocks can come out. I'm gonna gonna split the exhaust right here for now. I'm sure I can be able to get something back here once everything else is in, but that'll be for another time. But anyhow, if not, just dump it somewhere or whatever. But anyhow, guys, that's what's going on this evening. So let's try to get rid of some of the stuff right now, and we'll talk here in a minute. So managed to make some parts fall off, got things opened up a little bit. So like I said before, I know at this point I am rambling on about stuff I probably don't need to be, but I'm going to try to keep everything as you know, more or less factory as I can, as far as like the brake lines. I don't have to move anything more than needed, but obviously I'm going to try to fit some nice good sized bags in here, help this thing ride a little better, and be able to support a lot of the weight we're going to be putting on it. But anyhow, that's where I'm going to leave it. Anyhow, this is where I'm going to leave the truck for tonight. Gonna actually need to grab some paper towels and stuff so I don't get nothing in the tank. But anyhow. So I know this is probably going to be a couple weeks or so before we can actually get some work done on this, but I just wanted to I had a little bit of time tonight, you know, obviously I could be working on other things, but just wanted to get this done, get the bed off so I can get an idea going forward on how I want to do this. But anyhow, like I said, I'm probably rambling at this point. Said a bunch of things earlier that may or may not have made sense, but hopefully, you know, I learned from this. You guys can take something from this and, you know, incorporate it into you guys' projects or whatever. But anyhow, I'm gonna clean up here a little bit and go park the truck for now. So that's it, guys. Also, I feel like we need to like name this project. Like I think the projects need a name as far as like second gen, or you know, this is third gen dual or whatever. I feel like we need to name this. So if you guys got any good name suggestions, I can't talk. If you guys have any name suggestions, let me know in the comments. And you know, if you see one you like the comment, and we'll kind of I'll go through and see who see what name is picked. If you guys got anything, if not, don't even worry about commenting, you know. But anyhow, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Like I said, we got lots to come, lots to do on this truck. Anyhow, I'm not gonna keep rambling on here, but anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Also, at this time, let me hang on real quick. Let me check something. So at the time that I am filming this, if you can see that, we're 47 away from 5,000 subs, guys. Probably, I don't know if we'll be over or not by the time this goes up, but I just want to say thank you all, each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. You know, I enjoy interacting with each and every one of you, you know, on projects and videos, and you know, I try to do my best to help, you know, those with questions. Some questions just they're kind of irrelevant as far as, you know, I'm not sure how to answer them. So, but anyway, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching, and plenty more to come. See you in the next one.